everyone, and welcome to another video. So today we are going to talk about some astrology and how it connects to the tarot. In this video, we are going to talk about the decans in astrology and how each decan connects to a card in the minor arcana of the tarot, and how you can use this information to not only help you read astrology better, but to help you read tarot better as well. So let's jump into this and get into it. So we're going to talk about the decans in astrology and how those connect to tarot. But before we begin that, we need to understand what decans are. So decans in astrology are parts or sections of a sign. So we know in astrology there are the 12 signs of the zodiac, right? There's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, right? We know that there's a 12 signs of the zodiac, pardon me. But decans are sections of each sign. So each sign is broken down further into further astrological correspondences. So each decan of each sign is ruled by a different planet. Okay. And that planet influences how that sign kind of plays out. You can also connect signs to this as well. So for instance, there's 30 degrees in each sign, and a decan is 10 degrees. So literally it divides the signs into thirds. So the first 10 degrees is the first decan. So 0 to 10 degrees is the first decan. Second decan is 10 to 20 degrees, and then 20 to 30 is the third. And each decan is ruled by a different planet, which corresponds to a different sign. Okay. So for instance, Aries, the first decan of Aries is Aries, but it's ruled by, I want to say Mars, but I want to make sure that this is right. Yes, Mars. So the first sign of Aries, the first decan of Aries is Aries energy. So it connects to Mars, right? So in that essence, we have Mars and Aries. The second decan is a different planet in Aries, which brings in a different energy. So the planets that connect with each decan flavor the energy of that sign as well. So any of the planets tend to take on the energy of that planet and sign as well, if that makes sense. So it's just a way to kind of add some definition and some deeper information into things. And now, that being said, each decan of each sign also connects to a tarot card in the minor arcana of the tarot. And in this lesson, we're not going to focus too much on the planets because this isn't an astrological lesson, it's a tarot lesson. We're not going to focus too much on the planets. We are going to focus on what sign connects with what card, okay? And again, this can help you in various ways, which we will get into. So to begin with, how did the decans connect to the tarot cards? Again, each decan, so each 10 degrees is ruled by, of a sign is ruled by a different tarot card or connects to a different tarot card. So it can help by, if you understand tarot and you read tarot, this can help you understand astrology a little bit better. If you understand astrology and you read astrology, this can help you understand tarot a little bit better. So understanding the decans and how they connect and correspond to the tarot can help you learn how to read both tarot and astrology better. So we're going to get into the decans and what connects to what here. So I'm going to switch over to full screen so you guys can see this more clearer. So here we are. So the first suit I want to talk about is Wands. So the first three cards of the Wands, 2s, 3s, and 4s, connect to the sign of Aries. They are influenced by the sign of Aries. Okay. So I just want to add in also that this does not include the aces, kings, queens, pages, or knights. So the aces and the court cards are not included in the decans, okay? So the decans strictly deal with 2 through to 10. So the Two of Wands is the card that connects to the first 10 degrees in Aries. The Three of Wands is the card that connects from 10 to 20 degrees of Aries. The Four of Wands is from 20 to 30 degrees of Aries. And then the next three cards, the 5, 6, and 7 of Wands, they connect to Leo energy. So the 5 of Wands is from 0 to 10 degrees of Leo. The 6 of Wands is from 10 to 20 degrees of Leo. The 7 of Wands is from 20 to 30 degrees of Leo. And then the last set of wands, the 8, 9, and 10, connect to Sagittarius energy. So the 8 of Wands connects from 0 to 10 degrees of Sagittarius. The 9 of Wands is from 10 to 20 degrees of Sagittarius. And the 10 of Wands is from 20 to 30 degrees of Sagittarius. And then we move into cups. So the 2 of Cups is Cancer. The 2, 3, and 4 is Cancer energy. So the 2 of Cups is 0 to 10 degrees of Cancer. 3 of Cups is 10 to 20 degrees of Cancer. Sorry. The 4 of Cups is 20 to 30 degrees of Cancer. And then again, the 5, 6, and 7 connect to Scorpio. So the 5 of Cups is 0 to 10 degrees of Scorpio. The 6 of Cups is 10 to 20 degrees of Scorpio. The 7 of Cups is 20 to 30 degrees of Scorpio. The 8 of Cups is 0 to 10 degrees of Pisces. The 9 of Cups is 10 to 20 degrees of Pisces. And the 10 of Cups is 20 to 30 degrees of Pisces. So the 8, 9, and 10 of Cups are ruled by Pisces. And then we have the Decans of the Swords. So the 2 of Swords connects to the 2, 3, and 4 connect to Gemini. So 2 of Swords is 0 to 10 degrees of Gemini. 3 of Swords is 10 to 20 degrees of Gemini. 4 of Swords is 20 to 30 degrees of Gemini. 5, 6, and 7 of Swords connect to Libra. So 5 of Swords is 0 to 10 degrees of Libra. 6 of Swords is 10 to 20 degrees of Libra. And 7 of Swords is 20 to 30 degrees of Libra. And then we have the 8, 9, and 10 that connect to Aquarius. So 8 of Swords is 0 to 10 degrees of Aquarius. 9 of Swords is 10 to 20 degrees of Aquarius. And 10 of Swords is 20 to 30 degrees of Aquarius. And then last but not least, we have the Pentacles. So 2, 3, and 4 connect to Taurus. So 2 of Pentacles is 0 to 10 degrees of Taurus. 3 of Pentacles is 10 to 20 degrees of Taurus. And 4 of Pentacles is 20 to 30 degrees of Taurus. We also have the 5 of Pentacles, 5, 6, and 7 that connect to Virgo energy. So the 5 of Pentacles is from 0 to 10 degrees of Virgo. The 6 of Pentacles is from 10 to 20 degrees of Virgo. And 7 of Pentacles is from 20 to 30 degrees of Virgo. And then last but not least, we have the 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, which connect to Capricorn energy. So this is the 8 of Pentacles is 0 to 10 degrees of Capricorn. 9 of Pentacles is 10 to 20 degrees of Capricorn. And 10 of Pentacles is 20 to 30 degrees of Capricorn. So how can knowing this help us in general? How does this help us? Knowing this is really helpful in the sense of it helps us to apply different energies to different things. So if you are really strong in tarot and you know you have a placement in your chart that is from, okay, for example, in my chart, I have planets in the first decan of Scorpio. So I have, so I know that the first decan of Scorpio is ruled by, I can go look up the card that connects to the first decan of Scorpio, which is the Five of Cups, and I can take that card and I can apply it to those planets. So when I take the meaning of the Five of Cups, right, it's grief, it's loss, right? It's transforming your emotions, releasing emotions in order to transform them, kind of thing. So I know that I can take that theme from the Five of Cups card and say, well, any planets that fall in here are transformative planets. They are planets where I may experience a lot of grief from or loss from or things like that, right? They are energies in my life that maybe I need to transform, that I could suffer a lot of loss around, right? Or that kind of thing. And vice versa, if I read the tarot or astrology really well, right, I can understand that the first decan, it connects to Scorpio energy, or the Five of, the Five of Cups per se connects to Scorpio energy. So I know the Five of Cups has to do with loss, has to do with transforming things, has to do with grief, has to do with pain, because that's what Scorpio connects to, right? Scorpio is transformation, death and transformation. So I can take that and I can put it into that card, right? We're changing and transforming emotions. Now that's just part of the cards, okay? But that's just one way that you can apply it. Again, if you have a planet in like the second decan of Scorpio, you know that that connects to the Six of Cups. Again, so, or any planets in that connect to Scorpio energy again. So there's a high change and transformation around these things. So that's how that can help you. It can also help you in learning how to understand astrological events as well. So not just your own chart, it can help with events and understanding the energies behind events. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So we're going to stop sharing this for a minute and we're going to go over to today's astrology chart. And we'll do that. So let's see. We'll go into today's astrology chart. So this is, when it pulls it up, this is the astrological chart of today. We're going to zoom down to where the moon is because we have a full moon going on. So for instance, we can look at this full moon that is occurring today, and we can find a tarot card that connects to this full moon. So we know that the full moon is at 28 degrees in Leo. So what card connects to that? The Seven of Wands. So we can take that Seven of Wands energy and apply it to this full moon. So we know that this full moon is going to be about standing up for your beliefs, because that's what the Seven of Wands is about, standing your ground. So we can expect with this full moon to see people standing their ground, to see people rising up and standing up for what it is they believe in and their personal beliefs, right? We can expect to see this Seven of Wands energy come through with this full moon. And vice versa, if you don't know tarot and you don't know what the Seven of Wands connects to, you can also take the decans and the information that the decans connect to. So we have Leo, and Mars is what rules the third decan of Leo. You can take that Mars and Leo energy and apply it to the Seven of Wands, which the Mars and Leo is a similar energy, standing up for your beliefs. Mars is the fighter, the warrior. Leo is about our independence, our ability to be who we are and to shine and be authentic. And, Leo is the self. Sometimes it's a sign of the ego, right? So again, you may see people fighting for things that are important to them, things that they resonate with, the things that they think are important. And so we know we can take that information and apply it to the Seven of Wands. So we automatically know that the Seven of Wands is about standing up and fighting for what is important to you, standing up and fighting for the things that are meaningful to you, standing up and fighting for yourself even. Okay. So that's how that kind of fits into that. And that's how you can use the decans to understand from a tarot point of view. Now, if you want to get into the decans from an astrological point of view, they're pretty simple to look up. All you have to look up is astrology decans, or you can even look up the astrological correspondences of the tarot cards because they will give you the decans. So, like I said, the Seven of Wands, if you look up the astrological correspondence of it, it'll come up Mars and Leo. So you know that the third decan there is ruled by Mars. So that's pretty easy to research if you want to learn more about that. Maybe I'll do a video on the astrological decans in the future, but we're going to leave it at that for now. So this was a very brief video, but I hope that it was helpful and informational to you guys. It's just something that you can play around with and think about. It adds different layers to different things. And again, it's a way to take if you have a really strong knowledge in astrology and not a very strong knowledge in tarot. It's a way to take the knowledge of astrology and apply it to tarot to learn tarot. And if you have a really strong knowledge of tarot, it's a way to take that knowledge and apply it to astrology to learn astrology. So the other thing that this is good for too is doing readings. So if you get pulled to do a reading for somebody and you pull the Seven of, because you know, if you're doing a love reading or something and you pull that Seven of Wands card, you can say, well, this person might have a lot of Leo energy to them, right? They could also be a Leo. If it's a timing thing, you might also say, well, this could happen in the season of Leo. So from this month to this month, or this date to this date, okay? So it's useful that way. If you're doing a love reading, it's also useful to take the correspondences. So the Mars and Leo is something you could apply to their partner or them. They may have a strong Mars, they may have a Mars and Leo, or the person that they are interested in might have a Mars and Leo. Or they could kind of display those qualities as well. So it's a way to add that information into your reading to add some more depth and variation to your reading. So I hope that you guys found that all helpful. If there's anything you guys would like me to do videos on, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, let me know. Give it a thumbs up, like it, share it. I would be much, much appreciated. If you are following my channel, please feel free to follow. Give me a subscribe if you would like, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.